Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Pastor Cullen, joining you again for another of our daily devotionals together, where we seek to invigorate your faith so that we can all better live, love, and act like Jesus. And I hope you're being enriched this week as we practice witness, telling the story of what's happened to us, our experience with the person of Jesus. And I hope that you have come this morning ready to be encouraged by Psalm 26. Read verse 8 with me. I love this. O Lord, I love the house in which you dwell, in the place where your glory abides. Now, if you think back to the Old Testament, God had a dedicated place of dwelling. The tabernacle, the temple, the Holy of Holies. There was this place where God dwelled, and that was where God was. And because of that, God manifests himself in different ways. I can remember being a kid. I say a kid. A long time ago, I can remember just going, why can't God speak to me audibly? Why can't God appear to me in a burning bush like he did to the patriarchs? And I remember I was telling this story to a friend, and I just said, when I get to heaven, I'm going to ask all these guys, what was it like? What was it like to experience God in that way? What was it like to have Elijah to call down fire from heaven? What was it like for Moses to see the burning bush? What was it like to experience God in this way? And he said something to me that I'll never forget. He said, I think they're going to turn around and ask you, what was it like to live with the Holy Spirit? God literally dwelling within you. So often I think we take for granted that we have the presence of God, the Holy Spirit, living, dwelling within us. And it's so easy to forget, but I want you to see this. This verse says, O Lord, I love the house in which you dwell. So many of us have stories where prior to faith, we dealt with issues related to our identity. We dealt with issues of loving ourselves or being confident or comfortable in our own skin or who we were, because we didn't understand that we were people made in the image and likeness of God and loved by God. We struggle with body image or self-identity, who we are, were our biggest criticisms. But yet, I love the house in which you dwell, in the place where your glory abides. That's in you. That's you, the person, believer in Jesus, receiver of the Holy Spirit. And what is so amazing that the glory of God abides in you. Is there a greater story to tell? That you struggled with darkness and sin and self-image and identity. And then you found your identity in the person of Jesus. As a person being made in the image and likeness of God and loved by God. And you now love the house that the Lord dwells in. Would you go encourage someone with that story today and join me again tomorrow as we continue being encouraged and inspired by Psalm 26 to go be a witness.